And we're back for another episode of the Finance Bible podcast.
Welcome back.
As always, we are your co-hosts and founders, Oscar, who is myself. And
Wow.
I'm joined alongside
And
Zeke.
Zeke, which is myself.
Who would have thought? What has been happening, mate?
Not a lot. I don't know what's been going on. I feel like the last maybe month has just been quick. Since I came back from Foster, it's just been quick. Just work, podcast, the boys.
Right, well, that's it. That's it. And also, which we're going to talk about today, is you had something stolen.
Oh, it wasn't stolen. I had a bit of a dodgy transaction come through on the old card.
Go on, explain a bit more dodgy transaction, because that can mean a few things.
Yeah, well, our podcast today is basically what to do if you've had a dodgy transaction or a card stolen, or there's just something funky and fishy going on in the world.
We probably all had it. You know, you get a new credit card or a new debit card and you're excited. It looks bloody good when it comes in the mail. I also remember when I got my first ING card. It's nothing flash, but it was exciting day. The nice orange card with my name on it. Oof, bloody love that. But yeah, you get the card. When things happen, you lose your wallet. I lose my wallet all the time. It's shocking. And then you get one of those Apple AirTags on it.
I don't run a wallet anymore purely because everything's on
Just
my
on the phone. Yeah.
I'd actually be interested to know
Statistics.
how many people actually still physically carry a wallet
Yeah.
in today's world. But yeah, dodgy happening. So I one day just going through my bank account, looking at what I've spent money on, and a couple of questionable purchases, and then there's a really, really questionable purchase. I'm talking $115 or something on an over 45s dating website, the old eHarmony.
No, I don't even think of... Oh, it was eHarmony.
It was
I
eHarmony.
thought it was a random site.
No, it was eHarmony.
I do remember that.
And
You
I've clicked on it and I've
said
gone,
no, but who knows? You might be on it.
yeah, wait, I'm pretty sure it's made for like middle-aged men and women.
I think it's over 40s.
Yeah, I don't think it's my demographic whatsoever. Unless there was some night where I was just absolutely plastered and went on
Probably
there
a high possibility.
No, 0% chance.
Oh.
But I saw this transaction and I went, eHarmony, that's odd. And I saw the price and $115 or $20 or whatever. I'm thinking, how the heck do you spend $120 on eHarmony? Like, isn't it just a Tinder for old people?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't been on.
Yeah, well, there you go. We might have to ask some of our older
Open up the chat.
older fans or older listeners what the deal is. But anyway, I've contacted my bank. What you do in this scenario, anyone who's had a transaction come through that they didn't do, that they're disputing, or if you didn't do it, it's meant to go through to fraud. If you did do it and there was something wrong with the product or you didn't receive it, you're meant to go back through to the merchant and dispute the transaction. I used to work for like Westpac, St. George and that kind of stuff. Basically, the dispute process is, you've had a charge on your card that you don't agree with. It's not fraud. And you've contacted the merchant to sort it out, which is a seller or the supplier or the goods administrator. And they basically say, no, I'm not giving you the money back, blah, blah. So then you go to your bank, you dispute the transaction, can take up to about 90 days, but you generally get the money back. You then have to cancel your card, get a new card and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, cancel it straight. Well, they normally tell you to cancel it straight away.
Yeah.
When you go there. While they're investigating at the same time.
Yeah, correct. They instantly say you got to get rid of your card because they can charge it again.
And they give you a replacement card, which ideally, you just keep that safe for a while. Don't be doing any transactions you were doing in the last few weeks, which may have resulted in this fraudulent activity.
Well, that brings me on to how could I have got that charge?
Dodgy sites have you been on?
Oh, I have. I'd like to think not.
Because a lot of factors when it comes to credit card fraud is, you're purchasing items on not, mainstream websites. So something a bit dodgy, which you may still have got your product which you're looking for online shopping, but some websites, store your credit card information. And just for example, on the dark web itself, they have had an increase of around, I believe it was 135% of credit card information last year.
Up for sale.
So literally people were selling other people's credit card information. And that's where a lot of the criminal activity and the fraudulent activity happens for that dark web. So be careful what websites you do put your card in, because it's like anything really. Cryptocurrency is probably a really good example. A lot of people get their online wallets literally emptied because they put in their details in these dodgy scam sites when they think it's real. And then the other person on the other site literally just drains their wallet. Same as credit cards. So think twice before you purchase something. Have a look at the reviews on the website. That will make it a lot easier for you to decide if this is good or not. Like if you're comparing one website with five reviews to one with 340, you know what you're going to go with. It's pretty obvious.
How did my data get taken? There's so many different ways it can happen now. Like if you carry your card, people can swipe it, like walk past you, bang, they've got your data.
Well, when we went to dinner last year with work, remember, oh no, you weren't there. It was your birthday lunch, but you weren't there because you were sick. But we paid the bill.
Such a kick in the balls, that one.
We paid the bill. And we believe the credit card got skimmed on the machine that day.
Yeah.
Which is very common as well. I saw a TikTok the other week. Randomly been obsessing over TikTok. It's so bad. Of this guy in America at a gas station paying for his petrol. And he lifts up. He goes to the FPOS machine. It's got the same replica of the FPOS over the top of it.
Oh,
so that the
cheeky.
owners made this so that they can actually, with the fingerprints and the pattern of where you're pressing, can actually see what PIN numbers you've got, your credit card information, and literally scamming people. So even if you're
Genius.
in Australia, if you go to BP, Shell, 7-Eleven, to have a look, make sure you don't get scammed.
87% of people have purchased something over public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi stores your data, so they have access to it all. I'm guilty of that. I've literally got all of my cards, I've just got photos of them. Because if I'm out and I need to do something, bang, I just whack it out. So whatever apps I have shared with my phone and they can access gallery and that, bang, they've all got my credit card details, which is literally like probably 300, 400 apps, which are monitored and adminned by people in the Philippines, Thailand, India, Bangkok, wherever. And then there's the old, could have been skimmed, but yeah, disputed the transaction, got my money back, and eHarmony weren't too happy about it. They, I had to give my details to my bank. Like,
That's right. They denied you all the time.
yeah, I gave my bank like my details so they could check if there was an account linked with like my email and that, because I couldn't find the account. I was trying to find it to shut it down. Strangely enough, they had my correct email, my one from when I was a child. So
Maybe one of your mates stitch you up.
that's what I thought. And then reached out to them and said, hey guys, I'm trying to close down this account or whatever. Don't think it exists. Apparently it's linked to this email. And they came back to me and said, mate, you enrolled in a 12-month subscription.
Looking for love.
Looking for love. We can't shut it down.
Get on Love Island.
Yeah. Well, that's probably more likely. I'd go on that as opposed to eHarmony. Yeah, they can't shut it down. Not going to give me my money back. And if I don't pay them, they're going to get their
Debt collectors
on me. I said, mate, this is a joke.
It's a fair game joke.
Yeah, I've never even... What even are you? Like, I've seen you, but like, what are you? Anyway, about 3 or 4 months later, I've got my money from the bank, closed my card, and I just get an email from them every couple of weeks saying, mate, are you going to pay? So,
They're still waiting for your payment.
yeah, and I just keep saying...
But your bank sorted it out.
Yeah, I just keep saying, nah, mate. So hopefully they don't get the actual debt
Get
collectors
a knock
me.
on our door.
Otherwise, my credit rating might get a bit screwed, but I'll be able to dispute that because of fraud anyway.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's happened to you. It's happened to me. We're in our 20s. But the most common age group this is happening to are the 30s. Anyone in your 30s, keep your cards closer to your chest. Make sure that you don't be going on eHarmony and trying to get a 12-month subscription like this bloke. We know you bloody did it.
Subscription, like from a dating model, how does that even work? Like Tinder and that's free.
Well, yeah, I think it's a whole different platform. I think you pay for access.
$100.
I feel like there's a lot of just dodgy people on those websites.
They're proper looking for love then, aren't they?
I reckon
You're paying
Hinge is the best app for online dating for anyone. It's free.
Okay.
You're on Hinge. Everyone might see Zeke on Hinge.
I don't believe I am on it, but I'll take it. There definitely was a stint back in the day, but yeah, not on it now. Yeah, well, there you have it. Dating advice. If you're looking for love, eHarmony, $120. If you're looking for... What's Hinge for?
Same.
If you're looking for love, Hinge is the best according to...
Don't use
Mr.
it
Don.
anymore, but I love how this has turned into a
Dating
advice podcast.
Yeah, last week I
That's good
finished
fun.
it off telling them make sure they take their partner out for a date.
Well, mate, what's your last tip from your experience that you've had? Call up your bank, replace the card, get your funds back, get into an investigation. Don't go on dodgy websites.
That's the other thing is actually that was a dispute transaction process. If it's actual fraud, then it's a different process. You call the bank, you still get your card replaced and all of that, but they'll momentarily, I believe, give you the money back straight away, basically while they investigate it. If it is actual fraud, it's a whole longer process. I didn't work directly in that department, so I can't speak to it too much. But yeah, fraud is a very common thing. Happens a lot. Surprised that I haven't had actual fraud happen. I just had that one random.
But get on top of it sooner rather than later. If you see any dodgy transactions, you don't remember it, definitely call your bank within 24 hours, because the longer it goes on, the more money you'll lose. And then sometimes, you might not be able to get it back. If, you see, go to the bank for after 3 months of it going on, they'll ask, why haven't you come sooner? Is this, you're just trying to get your money back? Have you been spending it yourself? But jump on sooner. Because when I had, I got done same thing with OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
Do you remember that? It was like different transactions every single day. Like when someone was like tipping OnlyFans people.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Funny.
Good on you.
Anyway, I called up the bank because I was like, I haven't done this, and they quizzed me. Said, "Are you sure you haven't done this?" I'm like, "Oh man, I have not done this." But
they're always the fun ones. I had one. I can't go too far into it for privacy reasons, but when I was working at the bank, I had a poor old man ring up, and he had just sent, I kid you not, $35,000 to some African girl to like bring her over.
Oh no!
Didn't happen, obviously. So he called me about 6 weeks later. He was so embarrassed. I answered the phone. I was like, "Yo, you're speaking with Zeke. What's going on? How can I help?" He's like, "Oh mate, I'm gonna be upfront here. Like, really, really embarrassing situation."
Oh,
and I'm thinking, oh, fudge, what is it? What's happened here? And he goes, oh, you're a male. You know how sometimes you just get in the zone and, things are happening that probably shouldn't happen? I said, mate, all too well.
Yeah.
And he said, I think it's going to be easier if you just pull up my account ending at blah, 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 whatever it was, XXX, and just do a filter for $20,000 to $35,000. And I said, oh, okay. It popped up. Description was something very, very strange. I said, oh, mate, we've all been there. Trying to make him feel at ease. Can confirm we haven't. I've never sent 30 grand over to some foreign person. This guy was in absolute, just pure embarrassment. And I had to dispute it. I don't know if he would have got the money back because he willingly sent the 35 grand.
Yeah, look, advice out there, just be careful before you make these big financial decisions.
Yeah, well, they're always related to dating, I've noticed. Every single one of them.
Be careful when you date. Try and meet someone organically, I'd say. Probably the best way.
My tip before we let you go would be, obviously, try to date organically because online appears to be dodgy.
Catfish, dodgy.
Catfish, oh, don't get me started. And then your partner has access to all of your credit cards and everything. They could take photos of them, break up with them. 3 months later, they're a little bit angry. They go on a shopping spree. These things can happen. So, I don't know. I'll leave that with you guys to do what you want. Careful. Do you trust your partner? Do you not? I don't know.
We'll leave it there, guys. Have a lovely day, night, whatever you're doing, morning. Just get into it and just make this year your year and go hard.